Hi guys, so I wanted to do a quick video on your education and how you've been educated, and how you've been educated at school, maybe at university, is counterproductive to bring about relaxation in life, but generally for sprinting. Generally you're going against the grain of what you've been taught when you apply relaxation, or the proper principles of relaxation. I just want to explain why the way you've been educated is actually counterproductive and is going against that, and it's actually making it harder for you to actually incorporate relaxation. And this is something you've got to observe. Why it's important is you've got to observe this and see where the things that are not helping you, and see the thoughts and kind of ideologies that are not helping you, so you can identify and turn against it. I see a lot of comments, well, generally a couple of comments in a lot of my videos saying, I'm trying this, I'm trying that, I'm trying to apply relaxation, I'm trying to do whatever. And as I said before, and I've done a couple of videos which I'll put up here. You won't get them as soon as this video goes up. I'll upload more of these cards towards these videos. But there's a video on trying and how counterproductive trying is. There's actually, you do it or you do not. And in terms of relaxation, bringing out relaxation, is you do or do not. There is no try. If you try to do something, specifically try to put relaxation, it's just you won't manage it. It's because trying is something that goes against the grain of applying relaxation. But we'll come to that in a minute. I want to talk about your education. And the way we've been taught up is trying. We have to work hard. Normally education is we have to work hard to get these qualifications, to get this job, to provide for ourselves and our family. And generally that is the methodology, try hard. Now, if I look back to my school education, I was a person who tried hard. I was a person because I had to, in terms of absorbing information, I wasn't the best at it. So I had to actually read through my notes continuously. I had to, what seemed like, I'm not entirely sure if I was like this, but I had to seem like I had to put an extra effort to absorb the information that I was taking in. But the point is, I was trying hard at subjects that I just was not interested in, and in some ways I didn't like school. I didn't like the subjects I was doing, and because of that I had to try harder. Now what's happened here is, the way we've been taught is we've got to do these subjects to succeed at life, and in some ways there's an element of truth in, but there also has to be passion, and there has to be aspirations and kind of certain overcoming challenges, as it were. And if we actually look at the way we were taught at school, we're always taught to, do these subjects, just become good at them because that's what we're going to need in life. Well, that's not exactly right, because life is full of challenges, and we're brought up to actually, let's say, we're brought up to be surprised by challenges, or we're brought up to say, these challenges shouldn't happen. These challenges shouldn't happen in my life. Well, the truth is those challenges are happening and should happen, because that's how we become and grow as human beings. We come across these challenges, we get over that obstacle, we've learned something, we've become a better person, we've had that experience, we know, and we learn from those challenges as well. So this is what life is all about. And yet, when we look at the subjects at school, look for how we're educated, we're not kind of taught to say, right, challenges are part of life, we need to overcome those challenges and learn from those challenges and take what you can from those challenges. But we're not taught that. And because of that, we have got challenges coming up in our life that we're surprised by. We say that we shouldn't be getting these challenges. We say, well, why are these challenges happening to me? Why? And this could be happening in all parts of life. This could be happening inside your training as an athlete, where you've got an injury, or you're just not getting as quick as you should be. And it's not your fault, because you're hitting a kind of a roadblock because of the education that you've been brought up on. It's on maths, it's on geography, it's learning this stuff, but not how to deal with these challenges that come up in life, which invariably will come up in life. There's not one person in the world that hasn't got challenges that, however rich they are, however successful they are, they've got challenges. And these come up because it's part of life. But as I say, we're not taught that in education. And this is why challenges come up. And this is why relaxation is so difficult for you. Because we're not taught in relaxation education. We're taught to try hard. But trying hard doesn't necessarily get you over challenges. And we're trying hard, push, go again and push against the thing instead of actually relaxing in the moment and allowing yourself to not try. And this is really, really important. You've got to look at the education that we have in terms of pushing, and we've got to do these subjects. We've got to we've got to do these subjects, and then we come across life, and life is, exposes us to these challenges and things that we don't want to happen. These are bad things that we don't want to happen, yet they do. And we're told, right, these challenges shouldn't happen. And we're not giving you the training, the tools to deal with these challenges, so we can look at it and learn from it and say, okay, what can I do to get out of this challenge, to overcome this challenge, to overcome this obstacle? What can I do to minimize the damage of it? And what can I take from this challenge that I can learn so this challenge doesn't happen later on? We're not taught that. And because of that, we come against challenges, and it's stressful. It's more stressful than it should be, or it's stressful, and the stress becomes chronic because we don't know how to deal with the stress, we don't know how to deal with the challenges, we don't know how to take a step back and actually consider how we can deal with it. And this directly comes to the relaxation response. We come across these challenges, we're in chronic stress, we don't know how to deal with those challenges, and because of that leads into our sport, because sport is a challenge. But sport is a challenge that we meet. Getting quicker is a challenge. And in terms of actually, instead of actually being told, telling ourselves, how can we overcome that challenge, we say, well, we automatically think inside us, this challenge shouldn't happen to us. I shouldn't come across these injuries. I shouldn't come across these kind of plateau in speed. I should be getting quicker. We're automatically thinking, because of the lack of education, proper education, we think, we should be we should train hard, and then because we train hard, we'll get quicker. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Because getting quicker is a challenge. Training hard is not going to continuously getting quicker, and you will not be in the flow state. And trying hard will not get you any quicker. It will slow you down. And this is the thing why the education, we come across these challenges in sprinting and say, well, these challenges shouldn't happen. I'm sprinting. A lot of athletes will say, I'm training hard, I'm doing all the work, but I'm not getting any quicker. And because of that, I've seen it countless times as a coach, athletics coach, that athletes give up because they're not getting any quicker. They're not getting rewarded by the training hard or the training they're doing, and they're not getting quicker, and they're hitting in those races, they're hitting those plateaus because they're trying hard and they're training hard has failed them. The education that they've brought up with to say all you have to do is work hard and you'll succeed in life. What a pile of bollocks. Challenges come up in life where you've got to learn how to deal with, and it doesn't mean you don't get to a point where challenges are not going to be stressful, but we've got to work on ourselves to make sure that stress is short-lived. That's why we're all shorter-lived, as in there's less impact on us as possible, less negative impact on us as possible. And we need to be able to face a challenge. Okay, instead of actually saying, why are these challenges happening to me, we say, how can I get past this challenge? The automatic response. And this challenge in getting quicker is what it is, that thing. It's that thing where we need to understand that stress and trying will lead to tension, will lead you to slowing down. The thing is, relaxation is a totally counter to what you've been taught at school, what you've been taught what not you've been taught about challenges that are coming up. And relaxation is something that goes counter to it. It's almost the opposite of trying. Relaxation is the opposite of trying. So if you're trying to relax, you're not relaxing. That's not going to work. Relaxation is you see yourself trying or working hard, effort, you have to pull yourself back and go the opposite direction and put the least amount of effort. I mean, applying relaxation should be the easiest thing in the world, because it's a decision you make. It's a decision you make. Just like the challenges you come up in life, right? It's the decision on how to think. Relaxation is a decision you make to be relaxed. There's no try about it. So I want you to actually look at how you've been educated. Look at the fact of, as you've already been brought up with those subjects you've had to learn, that in some occupations they've been useful. For me, not so much. But in some occupations, for some very important occupations, they're very useful. But then by no means the crux of what a kid should be learning. And this is very particular to my audience, who are vastly in that kind of age range where you've just actually either kind of graduated from college, graduated from university, or graduated from school. So this is for you guys, because you're getting this information from me, you know, actually this early in your life, and this is a gift, because you need to be able to pull back and learn how to apply relaxation and understand relaxation is totally counter to what you've been taught at school. It's putting in no effort. It should be the easiest thing in the world, relaxation. It should be, because you're just going counter. You're not trying anything. You're doing the opposite of trying. You're pulling back and relaxing instead of effort. It's like the opposite of effort. And that, in terms of what I wanted to understand, is when you put in effort, it's a physical effort is of paramount importance. But effort of the mind, when you're trying in terms of mind, you can't do that. Changing yourself and growing and changing the way you think is no effort. You've got to go against the grain in effort. You can't, the mind training you do is no effort. You have to think it's almost decision making, and just being confident in that decision and actually saying, I'm going to do this. It's a distinctive decision you make. Whereas you put in physical effort, once you have that base of relaxation, the effort you put in, the physical effort you put in whatever you're doing, is going to be magnified. They're two different things. Effort and relaxation, physical effort and relaxation, they're not knocking against each other. The relaxation is kind of a couple of steps below. It's well below the physical effort, so they cross over and they blend together. But you need to get the foundation there for this physical effort to come through, and the foundation is relaxation. When you do it, that's what it is. And it's almost, when you get it right, you're not kind of putting less effort, as it were, but you're just putting in the effort needed. And all the effort you put in, the physical movement you do, the physical effort you put in, is just focused. It's just focused on that end goal that you want. It's focused on that fast time. It's focused on winning that race. It's focused on whatever it is, because the foundation is there. So I want to make you think. Education. Look at the education that you've been brought up with, or lack of education. Look at accept that the challenges are going to come up, and accept that you have to look at those challenges. Specifically training, specifically becoming a better athlete is a challenge. Look at that specific challenge. Right, what do I have to do? I'm not improving. Why am I not improving? I'm not applying relaxation, which is probably the case. I'm pretty much sure that you're not applying relaxation because you're not improving, if you're not improving. So how do I apply relaxation? It's not through effort. You have to accept that. It's through actually bringing about, just going against effort and making a decision in your mind, I choose to be relaxed now. It's as simple as that. But because we've been brought up on effort, we constantly think, well, I've got to try to relax. No, it's a decision in your mind. It's a confident decision. It's a distinctive decision in your mind to do it. Please understand that. So face up to the challenge of getting quicker and say, how do I get quicker? I have to be more relaxed. How do I apply relaxation? I go against the grain. I decide to be relaxed. So that video went on longer than I wanted to, but I just wanted to kind of just get you to understand it's totally against the grain about normal standard education that you've received at school, received at university, maybe from your friends, maybe from your family. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you got loads from that in the video, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, because this channel is so important. You won't find, I haven't seen another channel like this, therefore it's distinctive. It's really, really important for you guys to really apply it, to get quicker at a race, to get a quicker sprinting, get quicker at 400 meters, practically for any athlete actually. This channel is so important. So please like the video, please share it, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.